Good morning, students, and welcome to today's class. Dear students, today we will learn about a little boy whose name was Doody. And this little boy, how he solved his problem. There were problems before him, but he was smart. He thought, how can I solve these problems? And he solved his problems. And like this, we have to learn that however big our problems are, remember, our God is bigger than our problems, and God has given us the power and the ability to solve all our problems. So now let us read the chapter. Please leave a message, chapter 9 of your Gulmohar book. Gulmohar book, chapter 9, page 81. Please leave a message. In this story, Doody is a young boy. He doesn't know how to write all the words, but he knows how to draw. He uses his drawings to take two important messages. What can you do on your own? So today we will learn about a little boy, and he doesn't know how to write all the words till now. He doesn't know the spellings of the word. He only knows small words, but he cannot write a sentence. And now he has got two important messages, and that is a problem for him. So he will think what he can do. Don't think of what you cannot do. Think of what you can do. So all of you think of what you can do. We all can do a lot of things on our own. We can dress ourselves. All of you can wear your clothes. You can brush your teeth. You can arrange your room. These work you can do yourself without the help of your parents. You can also give food and water to your pets. So all of us, we can feed our pets. We can answer the door and the telephone. If someone knocks on the door, you can go and very politely ask, what is your name? Who are you? But don't open the door. Only ask. And if you know that person, and if your parents say, yes, I know, let him come inside, then only you will let that person come inside. And never open the door for strangers. And for phone call also, talk very politely. Any uncle, any auntie or your friend, ask hello, how are you? Then ask, what do you want? Whom do you want to talk to? And if you don't know that person, and that person is not telling you his or her name, then don't talk with that person. And only if that person tells you who he is or she is, then you take the message. So, but remember, whatever we do, we have to talk very politely. We can do our homework on our own. We can water the plants. All of you can water the plants. So before we read the story, Let us learn the new words. First word is replied. The meaning of replied is answered. To give an answer to a question means to reply. Next word is message. Message. Something that you want to tell someone. In the before we used to have envelopes to send the messages. Third word is appointment, a plan to meet someone at an exact time. Like your parents can have an appointment with a sister, like if they want to meet some sister, they should have an appointment with sister, or if they want the teacher, they need to have an appointment with the teacher. If you want to meet the doctor, you need to have an appointment with the doctor. You have to ask first that if I come at this time, will you be available? Will you talk with me? And then they will tell, yes, you come at this time. So that time of meeting is called appointment. A plan to meet someone at an exact time. Number 4 is dentist or doctor who takes care of our teeth. In this picture you can see a dentist, and there's a patient also there, and the doctor is taking care of the teeth of that patient. The next word we have is worried. Worried means unhappy because you are thinking of a problem. So first girl you can see in the picture, that girl is worried. You can see the girl over here is worried. This girl is worried because she has a problem. And when you solve the problem, when you have a problem, always try to solve that problem. Don't sit worried, unhappy that I have a problem. Always try to solve your problem. Work hard. God has given you 2 strong hands, a good brain and mind, 2 legs which help you to do all your work. So whenever you have a problem, try to solve the problem. And when you solve your problem, you become very happy. You become pleased like this girl. So here first picture the girl is worried. The second picture the girl is pleased because she has finished. She has solved the problem. Now, when you solve your problem, then your parents are also very happy. They are proud of you that my daughter, she has done something good. She has done it herself and they are proud of you. So meaning of proud is very happy that she did something well. You can see in this picture, this father is very proud of his daughter. Okay? And the next word is of course. The meaning of course is a way of saying yes. Of course means a way of saying yes. So now we will read the story, and before we read the story, I want to tell you, from this story we learn that in our life we will have many problems, but always remember, you are strong, you are brave, you are talented, and you can face all your problems. And so smile and be happy that God has made you capable to solve all your problems. And remember, we always pray to God to give us strength and wisdom to do what is right and to solve our problems. So, this is the moral of the story, that always focus on the solution. Solution means how to solve the problem. Don't think only about the problem, think how you are going to solve your problem. So let us read the story together. Please leave a message by Neera Harrell. Doody was alone at home. Doody's parents, Dina and Shlomo, had gone out. The house was very quiet. Suddenly, the phone rang. Doody picked up the phone. A woman's voice said, "Hello. Please, may I speak with Mrs. Dina?" "Hello, mother isn't home," Doody said. "Could I leave a message, please?" she asked. "Yes, you could," Doody said. "Please tell her that her appointment with the dentist is at 7 tomorrow morning." "What if I forget the message?" Doody worried after she hung up. "I should write it down." But Doody did not know how to write all the words yet. So Doody took a pencil and a sheet of paper. He started drawing. He drew a woman's face with her mouth open, because the message was about dentist's visit. Then he drew 7 teeth inside, because the appointment was at 7 o'clock. Now all Doody had to do was look at the picture to remember the message. Doody felt very pleased. The phone rang again. "Hello," a man's voice said. "Is Mr. Shlomo home?" "Hello, no, he isn't," Doody replied. "Will you please take a message?" the man said. "Please tell him that Mr. Thomas Wolfe will visit him tonight." Now this was simple enough for Doody to Doody drew a wolf and added some dark lines. So Doody drew a wolf and added some dark lines. Because the wolf would come to see father in the evening. He was ready with the 2 messages, one for mother and one for father, when the door bell rang. "We are back, Doody," his father said. "Did anyone call?" his mother asked. "Yes, a woman and a man. I took down the messages for you," Doody said. "Here they are." Doody showed his drawings. They looked at the drawings. Then they looked at each other. Doody's parents did not understand anything. "Do you understand the pictures, Doody?" his parents asked him. Of course, Doody replied. He looked at his drawings and gave his parents both the messages with no mistakes. His parents were very happy. Doody felt proud. So, dear students, in this story, we have learned that how this little boy, Doody, who did not know how to write all the words, he gave both the messages correctly to his parents, and his parents were very happy and Doody felt very proud. So, dear girls, always do things with which you are also happy and your parents are also proud of you. Thank you and have a nice day.